Here, you can see him walking out of the side of TGK using his T-shirt to cover his head, surrounded by correctional officers and what is presumed to be his manager. Now, although we asked him questions about these allegations, he did not say anything.
A little shaked up as far as, I just wanted to clear my name, but other than that, I'm fully focused on the main course.
Gervonta Tank Davis has been arrested once again, this time on serious allegations of domestic violence. But it's what he said afterward that left fans stunned, breaking his silence. He issued an emotional apology, confessing he's been losing control and even admitting, "Sometimes I can't control my anger. That's why I thought about quitting boxing. For a fighter famous for his power, speed, and swagger, this was a gut punch of a different kind. But the most painful part, this isn't a one-time scandal. Tank's reputation, his image, and possibly his entire career have been crumbling, and now it might be complete."
Oh, the day jumped out. That's the nigga that just fought, Gorilla.
Even Terrence Crawford weighed in today, giving his thoughts on Tank's arrest.
Today, unfortunately, Gervonta Davis getting some trouble. What advice would you have for someone like Tank Davis?
Man, I don't know what's going on with him and his personal life. That's on him. I'm minding the business that pays me. That's my business.
Let's break down the fall of a boxing superstar. Here's what just happened. Tank Davis got arrested again, this time on domestic violence charges. While the full details remain under wraps, one thing is crystal clear: it was serious. Enough to make headlines across every major outlet. Serious enough that even—
Did you punch that woman in the face? You got nothing to say.
You have anything to say to that woman?
What? Nothing.
Did you punch that woman in the face? Reporters asked. Do you have anything to say to her? When he finally spoke, Tank didn't deny the accusation. He didn't get defensive. Instead, he said something that shook fans to their core. "I've been trying, but I can't always control my anger. That's why I've thought about walking away from this sport."
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry, you know what I mean? Because I have two daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
That wasn't the confident, flashy Gervonta Davis fans are used to. That wasn't the Tank who dominates in the ring. That was raw. That was real, and too many. It sounded like a cry for help, but let's be honest, this did.
I think the articles are saying like hours ago, Gervonta Davis was arrested. The accusations or the reports are that a female that he was with, he went to a house or something. Supposedly this happened at a residence that he did not live at. And supposedly this woman was hit in the face. Everybody's going to hear boxer and think that he punched her in the face. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Mike Tyson, like everybody was saying, like his hands got to be classified as a deadly weapon and all that type of shit. Like he should never be able to hit somebody outside the ring.
Truth is, this arrest is just the latest chapter in a long history of controversy. Tank's got a past. On the surface, he's a millionaire, undefeated, and living the high life. But behind the scenes, trouble has followed him for years.
Hey, the little one inside.
You don't gotta ask me, Lord.
Well, we need to make sure she's with somebody.
She's okay. She's with somebody.
Okay, listen, I get you that you're upset, but we can't just say.
Remember 2020? That viral video where he grabbed his ex-girlfriend by the throat in public at a basketball game. That wasn't gossip. It was caught on camera for the world to see.
I see. All right, leave you alone before we get into it. I want to get you here start doing it, all right? Now, this is the thing I think that look at the whole world.
Then, in 2022, another domestic violence arrest. Tank denied it, claimed the woman lied, and posted, "I never touched her." But by then, the damage was done. He served time in jail, and fans began asking the tough questions.
Mr. Davis, what's your reaction to the sentence? What's your reaction to the sentence? Can we get your reaction to the sentence? About the sentence?
We don't have any comment.
No comment.
Can you give us your reaction to the sentence the judge just handed down?
Well, we're not exactly satisfied with a sentence of 90 days home detention. We believe that.
Fast forward to 2023, right after another big win, and boom, he's back in court again. This time for a hit and run, leaving for people injured, including a pregnant woman. Let that sink in. This isn't just bad PR. It's a disturbing pattern of violence and recklessness that continues to follow him.
Gervonta Davis was arrested for domestic violence. He's the champion in your division. What do you think about what's your reaction to that?
I don't know about that. I don't know Tank personally, and I really got nothing to say. I just wish him the best. Everything inside the ring, outside the ring.
These days, Tank has more mugshots than media interviews, and now fans aren't cheering anymore. They're concerned. They're fed up. Some are even turning their backs. Tank's legacy is starting to revolve less around knockouts and more around court cases. Even fellow pros are breaking their silence. And no matter how much you support Tank Davis, it's getting harder to defend someone.
Tank Davis, he got arrested. Any thoughts on that one?
You did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
Hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Just get your... That's it, basically. Just shit, you don't hit women, man.
Yeah!
Conor Benn came out swinging, openly criticizing Davis without holding anything back. Tank's public image has taken a major blow. But let's be honest, the signs of decline weren't just outside the ring.
When he fought Lamont, it was like he was there, but he wasn't there for real. When you watch all the other fights, you can see his eyes just look different. When he walked into the ring with Lamont, it was just yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, because you heard in the press conferences, he was just saying he was just real irritated. He didn't really seem like
he just felt like I think he just trained just to get by. I think he trained to just do 12 rounds. You know what I mean? The Tank that I know, the kid that you punch him in the face, he go crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if I'm down on the scorecards, I'm gonna go out and go get it. I didn't see it that fight, and I understand it too. When us as fighters, when you get to a certain point in life, sometimes you just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Let's revisit it. Tank was expected to dominate. This was supposed to be the fight where he silenced all critics. Instead, he almost got exposed. The match was tight from the first bell. Roach came in sharp, fearless, and strategic. He didn't care about Tank's name. He came to fight, and in the 9th round, Roach landed a clean shot that dropped Tank flat, but somehow the referee ruled it a slip. The crowd erupted. Twitter exploded. Everyone watching.
Tank did that, so I know the got in his eye, but they should have countered it. They would have countered it, it would have went to Lamont Roach. What I didn't like about Tank, he was gassing up Lamont Roach way too much, and he was already talking about retiring.
He seemed a little distracted, didn't he, in the fight?
That wasn't the same Gervonta Davis we're really used to seeing.
It just lets you know how corrupt these governing bodies are, bro. If that dude took a knee, not only did he take a knee, he's like, hold on real quick. Let me get this out of my eye. How is that not a point?
Funny thing, bro, that's why I cut my braids off. I had braids, and I had the same thing. I went through the same shit. When I fought Andre, that shit burning my eyes, so I cut that off.
That was a knockdown, period. And while the official decision was a draw, let's keep it real. Roach won in the eyes of the people.
Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? If he had to wipe sweat out his eye, he had to wipe sweat out his eye. But the rules do state, if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic 8 count. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in there. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that. But if that was kind of a knockdown, I would win the majority decision.
That was a knockdown, no question about it. And while the judges ruled it a draw, let's be real, Roach won in the eyes of the fans.
Paul didn't say you got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fighting?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. He called cap on it. So if he won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
Now everyone's watching Tank closely when asked about the rumored fight with Jake Paul. Another boxer didn't mince words. It's disrespectful to the sport if he chooses that circus. Over fighting me, I'm the best fighter in the game. I've told him that. He said it's cap. If he thinks I'm not legit, come prove it.
Tank was looking past Roach, and he wanted that Jake Paul fight, which I think Jake Paul would have beaten. Jake is way too big. Tank is 5'5", 135, soaking wet. Y'all think Tank is too small for 140. He ain't beating no heavyweight. I'm not joking. I don't think he would have hurt Jake. He would have to jump up to reach him. I don't think he would have hurt him. I tell you this, it would have gone the distance, and people would have been laughing their asses off, and it wouldn't have been good for Tank's brand. I tell you that. That fight would have went the distance. Soon as 5'5" Tank is looking at a 6'2", 6'3" Jake Paul, y'all would have been like, hold, wait a second. And Jake Paul be on spread out paws with that arm out and stepping back. And bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But that's a cap. Fine. We'll never get to fight anyway. So we'll never know.
Let's call it what it is. The Jake Paul fight looks like a desperation play, a cash grab, like someone running from real competition, chasing a payday instead of legacy.
What you think of former athletes and celebrities like Jake Paul taking up boxing? You think that grows the sport?
If he's doing it for the right reason, actually want to do it because of just like actually want to box, it's cool. But if he's doing it for like the wrong reason, just to get the hype and stuff like that, I feel as though it's trash. Sometimes people get bored at what they want, what they doing, and they want to try other stuff. Got to be mentally tough to be able to box. So that's why I don't take that away from some fighters or some people that want to jump into the sport. So just show how tough you are. That's how it should be.
For sure. That's all I got. Thank you, bro.
Sure. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Jake has no real technique, and his offense is repetitive. Watch his fights round by round. It's easy to break down. It feels like easy work. Come on, man. Anyway, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll catch you.
Are you retiring?
Are you losing the
trash? What changed? What made this shit
trash? Garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
I'm out of it.
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with the
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might be gaining the love for it though? You never know. Like like you said, you got to spark today.